begin with, when Umang came to me with the subject, it was an immediate yes. He's already shared that with you. Because when you hear the story, I mean, I'm sure you all already got the feeling, the vibe of it when you saw the trailer right now. How can we walk away from being a part of telling the story and sharing it with everybody, especially the human story? We are all familiar with the reportage, and thank you all for doing what you do day in and day out. But nevertheless, there are a lot of, as I started out saying today, that we all still individually as Indians continue with our lives. We do get affected, we do get disturbed, but we don't necessarily can possibly experience or take the minute out to experience how just an incident can completely change the dynamic of a family, can change the lives of a family. And it was important to be part of that narrative and to share it with us Indians. Sarabjit's life cannot go, his story cannot go unknown. And Dalbir fought for over 23 years relentlessly. I mean, this kind of sibling love and commitment, the lady's capacity to be Sarabjit for his family, to be Sarabjit's Dalbir Benji for him, to be Darji's spirit and strength to be able to keep the fight on going, is just a commendable, unbelievable spirit. And there, I think, adjectives fall short to describe that spirit which exists in so many households of our country and worldwide. So this story needed to be told. And thank you, Umang, for bringing it to me. Thank you, Utkarshini, for writing the way that you have. And thanks to the whole team for us bringing it to life.
It was easy. I do it every day.
Sure. Yeah.
The hard part of the character, of course, weight loss and all that is something we had decided, and it took a lot of willpower to achieve that. But the hardest part of the character was the fact that a lot is known and documented about Dalbir Kaur. Not much is known about him and his prison life. So that, to keep it true and to keep it within the script and keep it as honest as possible, and to go through the suffering he did for 23 years, where out of that 18 years he was locked up in chains and was in a Kal Kotri. So imagining all that was the harder part, and you know, with Umang and as a co-conspirator, it was very easy, and I feel that everybody in the cast has done a fantastic job, and I'm very proud to be a part of this movie. Thank you.
See, the thing is, people used to know us with musicals, but after Baby, we changed our perception by making Baby and then going on to Airlift, which audience and everybody liked a lot. So, and this Sarabjit is again a very real and true story, and I'm sure everybody will love it and give that kind of respect and love to this film. And we are very proud to work with the entire team of Sarabjit, especially the National Award-winning director, Mr. Omung Kumar, who has given a Maricom. And this. I've seen some visuals of the film, and I can't explain. You have to see to believe it. Thank you.
For me, I read the script. It took me about 2 days, and I understood the weight of my character. Of course, it's supporting these two primary characters. But my deep down belief is that, I feel like politicians have kind of failed to create peace. So it's only up to artists and musicians and writers. And honestly, it sounds very like whatever, preachy, but that's really my core belief, that it's only via films like these that we can possibly reach out and create some kind of this film is about the human side of the human casualty of conflict, whether it's India Pakistan or terrorism or whatever, but it's the lives behind the statistics, and that's what really interested me. And of course the director, the writer who I know, and the incredible cast. I've worked with Randeep before and I'm sweating because I'm intimidated by him always. but 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 I'm really proud to be a part of this film.
I would like to say thanks to Omung sir and Sandeep sir, Vanita ji for giving me this chance to work in this film. Such a beautiful story. I just love the story. And I got a chance to work with versatile actors like Ash, Randeep, Richa. It was such an amazing journey, I would like to say. And I'm playing Avais Sheikh, a Pakistani lawyer. I think he's a fighter. A common man did an extraordinary thing for humanity. So, जो मैंने role ये पढ़ते, I felt like, wow, this I have to do it. And it was such a nice journey. And I just love the film.
पिक्चर स्टार्ट करने जा रहे थे हम, मेरे दिल की एक ख्वाहिश थी थ्रू दिस फिल्म अगर एक आदमी बाहर आता है तो दैट्स द ट्रू मीनिंग फॉर मी टू मेक दिस फिल्म. मुझे ये लगा ही था, मैं बोल के थक गया हूँ कि लेट्स स्टार्ट अ फाउंडेशन एंड वी हैव स्टार्टेड वन फाउंडेशन, ब्रिंग देम होम बैक एंड दिस वी वांट prisoners from their story, their families, our family over here, and this film will in the end show you what the hope we want from the government, from the audience to realize and accept what is going on, and we have to do something about it. Maybe through this film that one person agar nikal jayega, so I think the meaning of this film will be complete.
My ode and respects, and I was happy to come on board.
Well, first time I had seen all those footage, and when he died, I was aware of what that happened. First time I read about Sarabjit movie being made was when somebody forwarded me an article where the real Dalbir Kaur was saying that she would like me to play the role, and I was like, really? So then I looked up, did more research about him, and by the time I met Omung, I knew him very well. And then Omung gave me some letters, some photographs. There was only one video footage. So I went about learning the Punjabi, and then we discussed how do we make a difference in his 23 years of his life. So we went about, we decided that, okay, let's let him lose weight so that, his plight comes across even more to the audience. So that took me a lot of time and a lot of unhealthy things. So that was one part of it. And then I realized that, what can happen worst in the jail was the tooth decay. So I went to Canada, and I went for the Toronto Film Festival. So there I met this guy who makes molds, who makes monsters in Hollywood movies. So I got him to make me a mold and send me 3 stages of his teeth. And apart from that, I went through the letters. I made his thoughts mine. I made his words mine. I went through, I think I have written many letters which I have not sent to Omung, and which I will never send, because now I read them and I think they're too personal. I used to sit at home and in the chains and, lie in my bathroom for a long time and write letters to Omung as if he was my sister, but I would address it as Omung. Sorry, Omung. If you love me enough, I'll give you those letters. So I went through the whole journey of 23 years. I tried to go through the whole journey of 23 years of solitude, of the things. The first thing what would a person dream about? What would a person think about lying alone in darkness for so many years? That, as I said earlier, was left to our imagination, because that was not documented. So as a person, I thought how to make it real for myself is to try and go through it, through the starvation, through the solitude, through darkness, your mind plays tricks on you when you're in the dark, man. You talk to yourself and all kinds of things happen. So I think it's one of the most prepared roles of mine, and it took me a few months to get the mindset, and Umang was actually going to shoot the Dabang village portions till he dropped the bomb on me before Diwali and said, I'm going to shoot this. So I had a very short time to catch up with the weight loss, but I did it, and somewhere that has instilled in me a sense of belief and a sense of my own willpower, which I think will help me in other parts as well.
I think, we're just happy to get great scripts, wonderful films, and from therein, when you get a team like this to work with together, that's the fire that propels us. That's what keeps us excited and working as hard as we do, because we have genuinely really slogged I can't even say waking day, because there was hardly a sliver between the waking and the sleeping, because you're just going literally round the clock, immense pace. I still remember the first he said, "Ho payega, Umang? Are you serious? We'll do it. It will happen all along, and only we know how we have all come together. And if there's anything that the entire team needs an applause from us to ourselves, let alone begging you all to do so, is for the way this film has been made. That is our victory. That's our joy. And just today, the expressions on all our faces, we could see ours, we could not see behind. We heard you all. But we're all like, once more, because we are all so happy with what we've just had a glimpse of. It's all our efforts, we worked really hard. That's our greatest award, and that's what's most exciting, to get that feeling at the end of every day of hard work and at the end of seeing the results of our efforts. That's the greatest award. Awards we graciously accept, we appreciate, we feel good for that minute, but it is the proof of the pudding. The film itself, our work and our efforts itself, that is our couple of months of effort. That's our life. We all are living our lives virtually through our work, our every day, and that's being documented in pieces of cinema. And that's what is the greatest award we can ask for, and that's what's most meaningful.
I don't think it's meant like that. I think that line is said in some kind of sarcasm, and when you see the film, you'll know the context of it. Because Dalbir's character is really militant in fighting for the brother, but someone takes charge at home, and that person happens to be me. And that's the context of the statement.
Thank you.
You should
Last question,
somewhere get to read the letters that Sarabjit wrote to his wife. They're so beautiful, with Rajesh Khanna's songs and such his poetry, whichever he could, and now he longs for her. You should read those letters. That's really lovely.
They're really moving, actually.
So as I said, that I know Omung sir for a really long time, and when this came to us, Pooja Films was the first one to come on board. And as Omung sir said that, as someone asked earlier, that what about commerce and stuff like that, and the way he narrated the film, I just thought that this story should be told, and every film cannot have me as an actor, or would want me as an actor, or I could fit in. But I thought that it's the right film to back, and this story must be told, and that's why I'm standing here.
For more news and gossips, don't forget to subscribe to Bollywood Helpline.